Hey everybody, welcome to Key Comic Reviews, episode number 4. And my name is Pat. I am the owner of Old Fashioned PB&J Comics. You can find us on Instagram at Old Fashioned PBJ. You can find us on eBay at oldfashionedpbnj.com. So today we got something special for all you 80s kids like myself, even though I look like I'm much, much younger. Anyway, so today we're going to do G.I. Joe number 1. Crazy eye look, right? G.I. Joe number 1. I've had many copies over the years. I've had probably VG copies. I've had 9.6, 9.8 copies, and I've never read it. I've had the figures. I've watched the shows. I've watched the movies. I've recollected some of the figures and the toys. I mean, G.I. Joe was awesome. It's so nostalgic for people in my age group, and I mean some of the younger guys too. Anyway, so let's get into it. G.I. Joe number 1, first issue by the master Herb Trimpe and Mr. Larry Hama. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly, by the way. Alright, so we start out. We have a doctor who is working for the U.S. government on the Doomsday device, as it's called. Now, this doctor did not realize at the time she was working on a Doomsday device and now does not want to be part of this project. So she is trying to get released. So she is going and being transported by some Secret Service to go have some kind of hearing or meeting or whatever, and it is intercepted by the Baroness. So this is our first Cobra person, right? We see the Baroness before everyone else and a bunch of the Cobra troopers. They go, they kidnap the doctor, they defeat the Secret Service guys, and the Baroness leaves a note that the Cobra has taken her. We cut now to, it looks like the Pentagon or some kind of other station, and we have General Flagg and some other guy meeting and discussing how they're going to go about trying to get the doctor back. And they see the note, they get the message, and they get a message from Cobra Commander saying that if you try to come and get her, we're going to kill her. Now, the big thing is the doctor has already come out publicly and said, I don't want any part of this, of what they're building. And for the general public to find out that we've lost this doctor with all these secrets on, how to make these crazy weapons will just cause hysteria amongst the people and be an embarrassment, really. So they figure, how are we going to get her back with everyone finding out? Well, fortunately for you, fortunately for me, we have the most elite fighting force in the world, and I'm not talking about Chuck Norris and the Karate Commandos. I'm talking about G.I. Joe. All right? So G.I. Joe, we meet a couple of the guys at the beginning. We meet, it's like Breaker, Clutch, Hawk, Scarlet, and I don't remember who else off the top of my head. But really, it's all about Hawk. Let's be real. Oh, and of course, the master of silence, Snake Eyes, the baddest G.I. Joe that it's ever been. So, what we have is we get the team, as we're introduced to them, they get briefed. This is your mission. You need to go to this island that Cobra has, because Cobra, of course, has an impenetrable island, right? And you need to go, you need to find the doctor, you need to rescue her and bring her back. So, they get their briefing, and we cut to the castle on Cobra Island, where we meet Cobra Commander, who has the doctor, and he's there with the Baroness, and he's going to use a very painful truth serum on her, so that he can get the Doomsday device plans from her. Because she's already said, you may as well kill me, because I'm not giving it to you. Well, Cobra Commander, of course, does his grandstanding. Baroness is like, look, you either need to... I'm not going to say get off the pot. You need to either get those secrets, or you're going to need to kill her. Because the more time you waste doing this, the better chances of us getting attacked. So Cobra Commander goes, ha ha ha, they can't get me. Impenetrable fortress, I got a Cobra army. Nobody can stop us. Nobody except G.I. Joe, fool. So, the Joes make their landing, their initial landing. They got a couple guys in there, right? They go on the beachhead. Black Ops around. They go to the satellite system that tracks everything coming in. And you got a couple of Joes that go in there. They find the main power wire. The guy goes, I forgot to bring my wire cutters. The other guy goes, hold up. Blaster. Yeah, like surgery, but with a laser blaster. So, the satellites go down. The rest of the Joes come. Full-scale attack going on. Everyone's making way for the castle. Cobra Army comes out. They're on the beachhead. We get this huge battle. It's awesome. It's way better than the stuff that, the stuff I did in my room when I was a kid was pretty cool. But this was better. All right? So we go. We got this battle. A couple guys break into the castle. We find the doctor. We get her out of there. Cobra Commander, of course, slips away. I don't care for that. But the Cobra Commander gets away. But the Joes get the doctor to bring her back to safety. So, that is like a quick, no-frill synopsis of what happens in G.I. Joe #1. Now, for the grade, the art is fantastic through the whole book. Through the whole book. Not just the cover. The cover is classic. The whole book, it is great art. The storytelling is great. I give it an A+. If you are not a G.I. Joe collector, but you are just a key collector, it is a key that belongs in your collection. It is that good. As far as value goes, I don't really know off the top of my head, because I'm not trying to make this a, oh, should you invest in that book? I don't really. Whatever you do with your money is your own thing. But from a collector standpoint, yes, A+, worth owning. I definitely need to find another high-grade copy to put in the collection, because this one is just kind of a placeholder. It's maybe like a fine plus condition, fine, very fine, something like that. I picked it up so I could read it and review it. So, thank you for watching. Yo Joe, or Cobra, whichever side you're on. And I will see you next week with another Key Comic review. Thanks.